Are these 7 PRC casings the same as the last box you got from us? Are they different than the brand you normally use? Let's find out. We've all been there. You're reloading some ammo and the spent primers are pushing out a little too easy for your liking. You've got a bunch of firings on that old brass anyways, so you decide it's time to get some new brass. So you go to your favorite reloading website, you scroll over to the new brass page. There sure are a lot of choices. You know what caliber you need, but what brand should you get? If you get the same brand as last time, will it be the same as the last lot you got from them? Will a new brand or a different brand give you better results? If you go with a new brand, will you need to change your neck bushing size or adjust your load? Questions like these are what caused us to come up with our Ballistician testing data section of our website. If you've been reloading for a while, you've probably heard someone say the word SAMI. It stands for the Sporting Arms and Ammunition Manufacturers Institute. Not to be confused with the SAMI people. Google makes sure you don't forget about them when you search for SAMI. The SAMI we're talking about does a lot of different things, but as it relates to this video, they're the ones that set the maximum allowable dimensions for loaded ammunition, the minimum allowable dimensions for chambers, and the allowable tolerance for each of those measurements. It's because of SAMI, anytime you purchase a box of ammo or casings, they fit in your gun and work like they should. It's also because of SAMI, every lot of casings you purchase can be slightly different than the last lot of casings you purchased in that same caliber. For reloaders who are just trying to make noise at the range, that isn't a problem. But for serious reloaders who are competing or focused on group size, tolerance is another word for lot-to-lot inconsistency. When you look at a SAMI print, you'll notice that almost every dimension has a tolerance listed. Basically, a maximum and a minimum when loaded the casing can be. You might also notice that some dimensions don't have a minimum tolerance listed. If a dimension doesn't list a minimum tolerance, there's a little note on the print that says unless otherwise noted, body diameter is minus 8/1000ths of an inch. In a sport where we obsess over 1/1000th of an inch, 8/1000ths of an inch might as well be a mile. Coincidentally, 8/1000ths of an inch is the allowable tolerance on the loaded neck diameter of almost every casing SAMI has a spec for. It's because of these large allowable dimensional tolerances and lack of SAMI tolerancing on the internal volume and weight a specific caliber of casing can be, we decided to publish the measurements and weights of each lot of casings we produce. As a side note, we're also planning on doing another video that explains our lot numbering system, as well as why we put a QC number on every box of casings we produce. Every lot of brass we produce has to go through some pretty extensive first article testing before it's released to our final inspection department. Basically, pre-vetting and validation to make sure the casings we just produced live up to our quality standards for measurements, hardness, weapon function, and casing durability. We do all these tests in our in-house lab and our indoor firing range. During this testing, done by our ballistician, we take lots of measurements of the casings, both unloaded as well as loaded. It didn't take us long to start questioning, I wonder if our customers would find these measurements helpful when they're working with the casings. So we created a section on our website called Ballistician Testing Data, where we post the results of our initial testing on each lot of brass we produce. That was back in 2019, and we've been doing it ever since. To find the Ballistician testing data for your specific lot of casings, all you have to do is look at the side label on your box of Peterson casings. There you'll find your lot number. Write that number down. Once you have that number, along with your caliber of casing, go to the Peterson Cartridge website. Scroll over to the tab on the top of our homepage and click on Ballistician Testing Data. This will take you to the searchable data sheet. Once you're there, all you need to do is find your caliber from the drop-down list and type in your lot number. All of this testing data will be listed. You can also access this data from your mobile phone if you don't have a giant desktop in your reloading room. Listed for your lot of brass, you will find the date the lot of brass was inspected by our ballistician, the lot number and QC, of course, the average empty weight of a casing produced in that lot number, the average internal volume of a casing produced in that lot number, the shoulder diameter, and the base diameter of the casings produced in that lot of brass. On that same page, you will also find the average neck wall thickness and loaded neck diameter of the casings produced in that lot. For all of you who use the AMP inductive annealer, you will find the AMP pilot number, which version of AMP machine we did the test with, the specific AMP Aztec code to use with your specific lot of brass when re-annealing. You heard that right. You don't need to burn any more of your expensive casings to generate the Aztec annealing codes for your brass. We did that for you, and that code is specific to your lot of Peterson brass that you purchased in that specific caliber. We are proud to say, as of the release of this video, we are the only brass company that provides this amount of lot-specific information to its customers. Our goal as a company is to make great brass and support our customers who use it. That's why we have a dedicated customer service rep named Nick Schnurr, who's here to help you through any questions or issues you're having.
I'm here to help. Call or email anytime. As always, thanks for watching this video all the way through to the end.
And please subscribe to our YouTube channel to keep up to date with all the new stuff we have going on. Done.